Hey everyone, this is Farzana, and if this is the first time we're meeting, I'm a life coach and a transformation teacher, and I help people just like you navigate through the process of change and personal development. So in today's episode, I want to talk about the dangers of the comparing mindset. This is when you find yourself constantly comparing yourself to those around you. And this will always inevitably lead to some form of jealousy or envy, right? And we know that both of those emotions don't end up making you feel great about yourself. If you've let these destructive emotions slither in and steal your happiness, then you need to stay tuned in, my friend, because I'm going to be offering 5 tips on how to stop comparing yourself to those around you and create your own wonderful life. Alright, so first and foremost, rest assured that you are not alone in this self-sabotaging habit of comparing yourself of those around you and then feeling kind of lousy about yourself, right? But this habit has been around since the dawn of time, right? Do not covet your neighbor's bigger house or flashier car. There is absolutely no need to try and keep up with the Joneses because, as you know, once you start up on that game never ends and nobody ends up happy or enjoying their life. Life just becomes an endless competition when nobody is actually enjoying their life or enjoying what they have. So you can already see what a slippery slope of despair this unhelpful and painful habit of comparing and competing can create. So how do we stop it? Well, let's get into the 5 tips. Tip number 1, become aware of and avoid your triggers. Start noticing the situations that trigger you into playing the comparing game. Now, in our modern world, social media is most definitely one of the biggest triggers for most of us. How often have you scrolled through your social media feed and then felt or thought that all of your friends have a more awesome life than you? They seem to have perfect families, perfect homes, they go to perfect gatherings, everything is wonderful and fabulous. Even their cupcake is a piece of art, right? Be honest, who have you compared yourself to in the last 24 hours? Did you think you had a pretty awesome 4th of July until you logged into your social media and started seeing how everybody else spent their 4th of July? Did you lose your peace and happiness and joy as you went through picture after picture after picture of other people's celebrations? Did it make your own celebration feel less than, not as beautiful, not as fabulous? Did that steal all your peace and joy? Doesn't feel good, right? And then conversely, did you feel all smug because you feel like your 4th of July pictures are way more interesting and exciting and fabulous than somebody else's? While you're on social media, how often do you find yourself thinking things like, gosh, why can't I always look so great? Maybe I should get a new wardrobe. I really need to work out. I need a new haircut. Why can't I afford to go on amazing vacations like that? What's wrong with me? I need to make more money. None of those thoughts make you feel really good about yourself, right? I mean, you may even go so far as to start thinking you're some kind of loser. Less than, not good enough. And once you start on that train of thought, nothing in your life is good enough. And that's really sad for you and the people in your life, because pretty soon when you're hating on your life and feeling like nothing is good enough, you start making the people in your life also feel like they are not good enough. So yeah, Tip number 1 is to avoid mindlessly and endlessly scrolling through social media. Studies have proven and shown over and over and over that time spent on social media leads to feelings of depression and envy and jealousy. And none of this is good for your well-being and your sense of self-confidence. Do not start your day with social media. Spend that valuable morning time to do things more like yoga, meditation, and setting up your mindset for a productive and happy day. So use social media sparingly and set a time limit as to how much time you spend there. To dig a little deeper into your triggers, take note and start reflecting on the sorts of things that frequently get you into jealousy and envy and comparing yourself to the lives of others. All right, tip number 2, remind yourself that other people's outward appearances tell you nothing about what's going on the inside. And it's important to remember that people carefully curate the lives that they present on social media and also how they present themselves out in the public in social situations. For example, you may find yourself shocked that the couple that you thought have like the most perfect romantic marriage ever is now announcing their conscious uncoupling. Or how about that friend who seems to have everything together and has the fanciest of everything, but now they're checking into rehab? The point is, you really have no clue what other people's lives are really about. Nobody's life is perfect, so don't compare your life to anybody else's. You have no clue. Hey, if you're enjoying these tips, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Tip number 3, always remember that more money does not equate happiness. If having more and more money really did equate more and more happiness, then why is it that so many millionaires are actually pretty miserable? It's an established fact that wealth beyond what is needed for the basics in life doesn't really bring any more happiness. Have you noticed in your own life that more money, more new stuff only provides a temporary jolt of happiness? Like, you might be super excited about your fancy new car for about a week, a month, maybe even a year, right? But then it's like, whatever. And then you're off chasing another temporary hit of excitement and joy. It just never ends, right? You're always chasing the next thing that's going to bring you more and more joy. Hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on this discussion. Why not leave a comment down below and let me know what sort of things trigger your jealousy and envy. Tip number 4, be grateful for what you have and learn to be okay with enough. If you're always comparing and wanting what other people have, you will never have enough. And even if you were to get it, it's never going to be enough, because there's always going to be somebody who has something more than you. And so, like we've already mentioned, you are just setting yourself up for a life of unhappiness and never-ending chasing and never actually enjoying what you have. If you are always jealous of other people and wanting what they have, you will never be satisfied and fulfilled with your own life, because you are focusing on the lack. You are focusing on the empty half of the glass. Instead of focusing on the empty half of the glass and everything that you think you're lacking, why not drink up and enjoy that half a glass of awesome, crisp, clean water, hydrating your body and making you feel refreshed? See, happiness is not about wanting or acquiring more. It's about being happy and delighted and grateful for what you already have and fully, truly appreciating and enjoying it. And the thing is that from that grateful place, that grateful vibration, that higher vibration, you naturally attract more things to be grateful for, more things to be joyful for. One of the main laws of the universe is that we increase what we focus on. So if we focus on lack and that's all we talk about and think about and feel, well then we attract more and more lack because that's all you're seeing and thinking and expecting. But if you are focusing on everything that you have and appreciating it and feeling grateful, you are increasing the abundance because you are appreciating your abundance. You are focusing your attention on all the goodness and blessings that you have in your life. Make a commitment to always be deeply grateful for all of the wonderful things that you have already achieved and received in your life. You see, when you are grateful for your life, you become less vulnerable to comparing and to feeling envious or jealous of other people's lives. And in fact, when you are grateful and happy and confident, you are able to actually be joyful and celebrate other people's successes and happiness. Because when you are truly happy with your own life, when you truly love your own life and love yourself, you are able to have joy and happiness for other people's lives. You're able to celebrate other people's joy because you already have enough. You're already happy. And the thing is, when you truly are happy with your life, you want everyone else to also be happy. You want everyone else to also love their life and have anything and everything that they want, right? There's no need to be jealous because when you know that you can achieve or receive whatever you put your mind to coming from a happy heart, well then you know that there's nothing to be jealous about. There is no shortage of anything, right? There is not a limited amount of joy and happiness and success in life because all of the joy and happiness and success is generated from within you, from within your mind and your heart. When you believe in yourself, when you love yourself, you know that all things are possible, right? You know that you have the capacity to be able to create your own awesome and wonderful life. This brings us right into tip number 5. Tip number 5 is don't be jealous. Use your jealousy and your comparing of others and what others have to inspire and motivate you to be able to do more in your own life. It doesn't help when you start getting jealous about your friend's happiness or success. In fact, all it does is just suck all of the joy out of the situation, right? And pretty soon, if you're always jealous, then people don't want to hang out with you, right? I mean, who wants to hang out with someone who's always a killjoy? The next time that you find yourself getting all jealous or envious of somebody else's success, try to flip that around. Try to flip the jealousy into inspiration and motivation. Because the thing is, my friend, that there is absolutely no reason to be jealous, because anything that anyone else has achieved, you can achieve too in your own life. If you are jealous of someone's success, don't be. Be inspired. Being jealous means that you want that thing, right? And so don't be jealous of them. Try to figure out how you can create that same sort of success in your own life. But it takes a positive attitude. It takes you believing in yourself and knowing that you can figure things out and make things happen for yourself. So really, when people make you jealous, they are your teacher showing you how you can up-level your life. So don't be jealous. You see, you have a choice to be happy or unhappy. Being jealous is always going to lead to unhappiness. So it's so much better for you to be happy for your friend's success and happiness, to celebrate your friend's happiness and success, right? And to be inspired by your friend's happiness and success and good fortune. All right, so those are my 5 tips on how to not let the comparing mindset ruin your day or even ruin your life. So the bottom line and the main takeaway is that the comparing mindset, which inevitably leads to jealousy and envy, ends up just destroying your own peace and happiness. And what's the point of that? You only get one life. Make it as wonderful as you can. My name is Farzana. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. If you found value in this video, I hope you'll like the video. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And please feel free to share this video with anyone who might find it helpful. I'll check